Speaking of the national team, I was in South Africa, interviewed you a couple of times while I was there. Sadly for you, Nigeria knocked out the Ivory Coast in the quarterfinals. You were tipped as one of the favorites for the African Cup of Nations. What went wrong?
We always tip as the favorite, and which is hard for us because every team come to play their final against us. It's never easy because we have the team to beat. So every game you play is like a final, and I think we play against a good team of Nigeria. They showed that it was the best of the tournament. Apart the first two games where it was hard for them to run, I think when they get the run, they was unstoppable against us. They came with good form and they showed that they still the Super Eagles that we used to know. And I was happy that they won.
Do you think that what Sabri Lamouchi is now trying to do, like Stephen Keshi did with Nigeria, is mixing young, youthful players with more experience, the older players? Do you think that's the way that now the Ivory Coast are trying to go?
They have no choice because we have a wonderful generation that are going to term to the end. So you need to bring a young player to taste the water, to be with those wonderful players, to learn about the game, to learn with them, to progress as a players, and I think that's how you win a competition.
Do you still have time with the Ivory Coast, while you're still there on the national team, to win a major trophy for the African Cup of Nations?
Yes, the less people are gonna expect that's only gonna happen. I think with Ivory Coast, people expect us to win all the time. So sometimes when it comes to the main important game, we always miss it. So I think we just have to, bring that positive pressure, because that pressure that we have is it can be negative sometimes. So we have to turn it to a positive one.
So we haven't seen the end of the golden generation.
Oh no, I believe that team will win the trophy because you cannot have a team like that without a trophy. I believe, because I know it wasn't the quality was the issue. I think it's just that sometimes when it comes to the important game, we just want to show too much that sometimes it's not the right way to do.
As well with Didier Drogba, some people did criticize him during the African Cup of Nations that he didn't start a few of the matches being the captain, that he wasn't on form. And you playing for the World Cup qualifier, he was dropped by Sabri Lamouchi, he wasn't picked. Do you think there's still space for him in the national team?
Well, we don't know if he was dropped because that's, he's the captain. I'm sure that him and the manager, Sabri, have a talk about it. So I think he just that, Didier was in China, it wasn't in an easy league for him because the level there wasn't high enough for him to be ready for the African Cup. And now he's back to Europe. He's back to Galatasaray.
Just won the league.
And won the league, showing that he got it. He still got it. Scoring goal. The guy is for me, he's still the one of the best striker that we have. And I think he have the experience that all the young strikers should learn and see. Because Didier is someone that loves challenges. I think everywhere we go, he likes to put himself through those tests, and that's how he's better. That's how he perform at his best. So I believe that Didier still wanna go to the World Cup, and I know that that's the reason why he came back to a competitive competition. And I think that we still need his experience to the team, to the young players. And I think he can be helpful he can be helping the team to qualify for the World Cup.
La vie a aussi besoin de quelqu'un comme toi, ni meilleur ni pire, ni plus expérimenté, ni plus confiant. Ce pays a aussi besoin de quelqu'un comme toi. Eh oui, seulement des gens comme toi. Yeah. Autour de toi, ça chauffe, ça dégringole. Tout le monde a peur.
Salomon, of course, you're well known for your foundation and the work that you do back home in the Ivory Coast. You've just finished building your hospital in Boaké. Can you tell us what the plans are for it?
Well, you know, when we first got in that project, you know, we because the disease is not well known in Ivory Coast, so we want people to be aware of how important it is, because you know those dialysis you have to do at least two times a week, otherwise you can die from. In Ivory Coast you have only one center, and that's in Abidjan. So if you're sick and you're in the north of Ivory Coast, you have to travel all the way down to Abidjan to have treatment, and it's not always easy because people have to leave their family, they have to lose their work to just come for treatment. So our idea was to build up a center close enough to being at the center of Ivory Coast,
yes,
which is Boaké. Boaké is in the center of Ivory Coast, so people from the north or from the west or east can easily come and have treatment there instead of traveling all the way to Abidjan. So that was our main plan, and I'm happy because we opened up the center in I think February, right after the African Cup. People from the foundation, you know, with our partners, you know, we opened up the center, and it was you know, it was the most proud moment in my life, because that's something that I wanted to do for those people.
Yes.
You know, giving back to the community. The community is very important to me, because I feel like when you're in the position to give back, it's a blessing. So, you know, now we're trying to make it work for those people to have a better treatment, and that's what's been our most target for the foundation.
Has it started, you know, functioning? The doctors are there, or are we looking into getting people to start getting treatment 6 months down the line? Or
our goal is for people to have that, you know, less, you know, to not pay for treatment. So you know, it takes time to like make it run properly, and our partner Sami and Abidjan, you know about it, know how to make that function. So our goal is to build up the center, open up, bring all the material necessary that people might need for the dialysis, and then, you know, give it to that Sami who know how to run the center and take care of all the people who need treatment, because that's the goal. You know, we don't want people to, you know, to travel all the way and come pay for expensive treatment. Our goal is for them to have it for free, and that's why you know, we try to bring sponsors to have all the material free and all the products, and with the help of the government of Ivory Coast, we built up the center, and we're very proud.
And what are your future plans for your foundation in the years to come, Salomon?
The plan is to also get involved of children life, you know, more sport in children life, you know, open up a lot of sports center, or also school, helping with building school, because I think, you know, kids are the future of the, you know, of the generation. So we have to make sure they well taken care of, and also the fact that we can help developing our country. That's our main target.
Yeah. La vie a aussi besoin de quelqu'un comme toi, ni meilleur ni pire, ni plus expérimenté ni plus confiant. Ton pays a aussi besoin de quelqu'un comme toi. Eh oui, seulement des gens comme toi.
Now, this segment is called the yes-no segment, which means you can only say yes or no.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask you a few questions and just say what comes to mind. Is Afrobeats better than coupé décalé?
I have to go with coupé décalé.
The next question, do you regret coming to Lille?
No, I have no regret because I think that I can perform at my best position if I have the opportunity to, and that's what I wanted to show, that I come to a team where I show that my real position is to play in front, and and that was my target, my goal, so I have no regret.
Do you think that Mourinho will return to Chelsea?
Yes.
Are you the best looking footballer in the Ivorian team?
Yes. It's easy too because there is not a lot of good looking guys.
There have been rumors that you're in talks with Cardiff City, who've just been promoted.
No.
Will you be going to Cardiff City, no?
You can never say never.
Okay. There are also rumors that you've been in talks with Arsenal. Are you in talks with Arsenal?
No.
You're not in talks with Arsenal?
No.
Okay. Final question.
Yes.
Did you answer all of the above questions honestly, yes or no?
Yes, I did.
You hesitated there.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Salomon, thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you.